So hello, I am sick, as you can no doubt probably tell by my voice. Just got back from the Go Congress, and the day after I came back, I noticed that there was some tickling in my throat, and I woke up this morning with a ton of congestion and a fever. So because of that, I don't think I'll be able to play a game tonight, which is why I'm recording this. I wasn't planning to do this until the weekend, but it is what it is. I don't think I can play a game like this. So I wanted to go over just my experience with the Go Congress. This is my first Go Congress I ever went to. First one I was really eligible to go to, because last year I wasn't playing Go. I mean, I was playing in like February, and I didn't know there was such thing as Go Congress until this year. I myself am a Minnesota resident. As you know, I was in St. Paul. So I live about 3 hours away. I decided to drive. I didn't need a plane or anything like that. Left Saturday afternoon, got there in the evening, sometime before dinner, and came back Sunday morning. Yeah, I came back Sunday morning. I was actually home before noon. Overall, I had a great time. It was a good experience all around. Played a lot of Go. Not as much as the self-paired guy that got like, I think he played 54 rated games. I want to say something like that. Let's see. So there was 6 open games, of which I lost all of the ones I played. My record shows 1 out of 5 wins, because on that particular day, I think it was Tuesday, my opponent didn't show. I don't know why. So in the case of a no-show, you wait, say, I think it was 10 minutes. And if your opponent doesn't show up by then you start their clock. And after about a half an hour of waiting there, then they say, okay, well, if your opponent hasn't showed up now, then they just forfeit. I brought with my Tesuji book, so it wasn't like I was just sitting there doing nothing. But it does kind of stink. I hope nothing bad happened to him. He might have gotten this sickness, whatever it is. I know, like I said, it's been going around Congress apparently, and I'm one of the lucky ones. The dorms themselves, and this is going to be more specific to this Congress rather than any of the future ones, because it is campus specific where the Congress is held. I took the suites, I guess is what they're called, mainly because they had individually locked room doors. In each of these apartment things, there was 4 rooms, and each of the rooms had their own separate lock, and bringing with electronic equipment and cash and that sort of stuff. Didn't particularly want to leave it out in the open for my roommate. Not saying that the Go community or anybody in it would do something like that, but I just don't like taking chances. Also, it had air conditioning. That was nice. Not that it got too hot. It's only early August. It really doesn't start getting into the high 90s or 100s until mid to late August. The campus itself was really beautiful. The only drawback, and this is going to compare to my college up in University of Minnesota, Duluth, is that Duluth was all connected by tunnels. And in the wintertime, that is very, very nice to have, because you don't have to expose yourself to the cold, extreme cold. Whereas this, all the buildings were separated, so you had to go outside at some point. So in the morning, I played a game. I usually only used about half an hour to an hour worth of time. Hour and a half is a long time for me. Not that I can't use it. When it comes to having too much time, I find myself overthinking things, not contradicting myself. I can't think of another word. Contradicting doesn't sound right, but I find myself contradicting myself, playing moves that, no, this one looks right, but, do I really want it? What is his reply going to be? And trying to overanalyze that stuff. So that being said, in the Die Hard tournament, which happened on Wednesday, it was our overall day off, but if you wanted to play some more games ago, they had another specific tournament set up for you, where you played 4 games that day. You played them, I believe it was at 9, 11, 1 and 3, or 1:30 and 3:30 or something like that. Kitten. Oh, other side. Kitten. And there she goes. Okay, so, are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, she's fine. So in the Dire tournament, I won all 4 of my games. I played 2 7Qs, a 6Q, and a 5Q without Komi. The 5Q without Komi, the other ones are even games. And I won all 4 of them. So versus the Open tournament where I played 7, 8, 9 Qs throughout the 6 games, and again, I lost every single one of them. So we'll see what that does to my official AGA rank. I actually don't have a rank as of now. That will be coming whenever they log all the games. In the afternoon, a lot of pro lectures. They were held every 2 hours. So there was 3 lectures, one at 1, 3, and 7. And again, this is my first Congress, so I don't know if this is specific to this Congress or if this is a regular occurrence. The pro lectures are hit and miss. The board that specified where these pros are going to be, what rooms, what times, that sort of thing, didn't have a topic that they were teaching, so you didn't know what you were going to get until you showed up. There were a couple pro lectures that were kind of very specific circumstances, like in this long, complicated Joseki that you don't know yet, because this is a pro-level Joseki, there's this trick move here, here's how you deal with it. Okay, but we're now some of the high level down players, they probably got a lot more value out of that than I did, but not knowing what the topic was beforehand, I felt like I was kind of wasting my time with some of those sorts of lectures. On the other hand, there were some really, really good lectures, one of which, I think his name was In Song Huang. He is an 8 Dan teacher. I don't think he was a pro. I think he was just that strong of a player that he's 8 Dan, and he went to the teaching academy to teach and coach Go players rather than the pro players academies in Korea. And so when it came to his lectures, word got around pretty quickly that he was a good teacher. I think this was his first Congress as well. He ended up doing a total of 5 lectures, or on 5 days. And I stumbled across him by that random chance where I don't know any of these pros. I don't know what they're teaching. I just showed up on the second day of his lectures, and there was some pretty sweet techniques there. And that was kind of his goal setting out, to show us some new Tesujis or techniques that we can use in our regular games. And so in the upcoming games, when I see something like that I can apply, I will point out that this is In Song Huang's idea that he showed us. But anyways, word got around pretty quickly. I think the first day there would have been about 12 to 15 people, which is about average of the pro lectures, because again, we don't know what's going to be taught, so we kind of pick a random one. The second day, which is the first one I went to, there was about 20 people. And the third day there was, I want to say 25 or 30 people. I mean, the class is getting pretty full at that point. I went there on the 4th day. I admit I was a little bit late myself, but the classroom was packed. All the seats are filled. People were standing up in the back. They did not have enough handouts because he wasn't expecting 30 people plus to show up. The last day, which was a review day, there was actually a time mix-up. He had said that he was giving a lecture at 3, and on one sheet it said 3, on the other sheet it said 1, and he was really kind of to actually just give a lecture at both times. I didn't attend the first one. I attended the second one. I was attending one of the teachers' workshops at the 1 o'clock one. And for the second one, I attended it. And during the first one, as it was ending, I peeked my head in there, and it was packed again. And on the second review lecture, same thing. It was packed again. And again, word got around pretty quickly that he was teaching some really interesting and new things, at least for our level of play. This was exemplified by a few people asking, what is this technique? Oh, that was, what we covered on the first day. Oh, okay. Can you show us that? He spent 2 hours the first day teaching this sort of thing. You want him to summarize it in 5 minutes? But anyways, so there were some really good lectures. As I mentioned, I went to, I want to say 8 or 10 hours with the teachers' workshops. That did not sound right. Teachers' workshops. I combined lectures and workshops. Lectures. It's the slight fever I'm running here. I apologize. So I attended I don't remember if it was 8 or 10 hours with a teacher's lecture. God, I did it again. Not lectures. Lectures. Oh, wait. And they range from anywhere from teaching an absolute beginner to Nick's double-digit Q to Andrew's single-digit Q. And then I think I didn't go to the teaching game one, but I think Yulin Liang was apparently rescheduled, or someone else came to do that one. The mathematical endgame, which I wish I could. I kind of wish I could go to a whole day of that sort of thing. It gets into the precise calculation of endgame moves, and a way to calculate that sort of stuff. Now, it is very math intensive, and you could tell by the other attendees there that may not have had as much math and algebra practice or exposure, that it was pretty high level for them. So teaching younger children this probably wasn't. It's probably out of the scope of teaching younger children. It's just far too complex. I was able to follow it for the most part, at least for, well, like most math things. Once the equation is set up, it's easy to crunch down and figure out that sort of stuff. It's the setting up the equation that's the trouble. And unfortunately, we ran out of time. We didn't get past the basic stuff, so we just barely touched on co's, which are worth 1/3 of a point, by the way. I don't know if you knew that. Or worth 1/3 of the points. Or is it 1/3 of a point? See, I don't know. I don't even remember. So, oh man, my voice. So, got to meet Nick in person. Got to see Haley and Andrew as well. Watched both of Nick's and Haley's live streams. I didn't catch the second live stream because I was attending a teacher's workshop at the time. I did get to swing in during the review. They gave Nick a reverse Comey of 25 points, I want to say. And Haley still cleaned his clock. It was fun to watch for sure. And then they had an awards banquet on Saturday night, which was really interesting to go to. It was a formalized, it wasn't really formal dressed, but it was formalized catering type tables and drinks and that sort of stuff. I actually sold my drink ticket to one of my friends who had won their Pair Go tournament, and they gave us like 10 U.S. Congress Go bucks or something like that I guess the price was $20, but she gave me 10 of those bucks for my drink ticket. I wasn't interested in drinking, not that I don't drink, but just, I don't need it right now. So the awards banquet was really interesting to go to, and the awards banquet was huge. I mean, they had awards for everything conceivable. At the time, I didn't realize Die Hard tournament would actually have some sort of prize because it wasn't listed in the information book. But they had prizes for Die Hard tournament. They had prizes for Pair Go. I think they, maybe not Crazy Go, but youth tournaments, women's tournaments, girls tournaments, the Masters tournaments, the U.S. Open, whoever did the best at their rank category. And so they were just giving out all these Go bucks. I don't have one. I spent them all. To use in the Go shop. So I actually got a few books, a couple of them that I have been wanting to read, a couple of them that I already have, plan to give them away and do some other stuff with that. So I forgot to mention the Go shop. They had I think 3 Vietnam. I know Kiseido was there, and I know Utopian was there. I don't remember who else was there as far as publishing companies go. They had a wide range of books, not all inclusive, but they had quite a big selection. Again, for sure it was Utopian and Kiseido. I don't remember. I've been saying Kiseido up until this point, haven't I? Kiseido. They were very, very well priced. I think from Kiseido's website, some of the smaller books are going for $18 from the website, and they were selling for $15, which is pretty nice, plus no shipping and that sort of thing. And if you're using your Go Bucks, or Go Bucks, not books, Go Bucks, then, why not? Like I said, I ended up picking up 4 books, one with influence. I'm trying to remember what the other ones were. So yeah, next year, Boston. I haven't decided if I'm going to go or not yet. I guess I don't really need to until the May sometime, because that's when the late fees start accumulating, or is that June? I don't remember. Anyways, In summary, the Go Congress, did I have fun? Oh, God, yes, I had a ton of fun. Was it worth $1,000 worth of, or not $1,000? Was it $1,200? I don't remember how much I spent. I don't know. I need to think about that for sure. A lot of the friends and contacts and that sort of stuff you can't really put a price on. I suppose you could figure out some sort of matrix to analyze the goal lectures and that sort of stuff, but we will see. I think for sure next time I will be bringing my wife with. Not sure what she's going to be doing most of the day, but that week apart was kind of very, I don't know what to say. Plus, I also have to factor in that going to Boston now has plane tickets, where this one was just drive-in, which is half a tank of gas for me. It's not that big a deal. But plane tickets, I know they're only a couple $100. My brain's not functioning. So anyway, onto the more exciting news. Tesuji is going to end on September 6th, which is Labor Day weekend. And so I wanted to sort of celebrate that, as well as celebrate the end of Congress and reaching 200 subscribers. I know we blew through that over the week I was at Congress, but I didn't do a proper celebration at 100. So, I guess we'll celebrate 100 as well as this. So anyways, what I'm planning to do to celebrate the end of Tesuji as well as the Congress and reaching 200 subscribers is give away one of these. Not this one. This one's my personal copy. And don't worry, the other one I won't touch until I'm well rested and no longer sick and that sort of thing. That's why I'm not actually holding it right here. My copy, I can get all the all the sickness on it. It's not going to matter. But yeah, I'm going to be giving away one of those copies. Contest is really simple. All you have to do is be a subscriber, like the video, and comment below. In the comment, I would like what you would like to see in the next book series. And again, this contest is going to run till September 6th. So hopefully I have, in the meantime, generated some idea as to what book series we should do next. Assuming that Kiseido, see, I still do it. Assuming that Kiseido gives me permission to do it. Again, I've been thinking attacking our opening theory, but if you have a different one that you'd like or would like to investigate whether or not I can do it, please leave them below. I'd be interested in seeing that. And reading that myself too, because odds are I haven't read it myself. So that's it. Just be a subscriber, like, and comment. And last but not least, share the video. I know this isn't probably the best video to share since I'm barely able to think and talk straight, but it is what it is, I guess. So anyways, that's about all the energy I really have today, at least for recording. I think I'm gonna go back to bed and sleep for a couple hours before I try editing this thing. But if you guys like the video, please like it. If you're new around here, subscribe. And if you're, I forgot. Questions, comments, feedback, or suggestions, please leave them below. Thanks again so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully, I won't be as sick. I guess we'll see, won't we? Oh man. Oh, this is not going to be fun.